What's going on, world? King Jack here, and today I actually plan to share an interesting story. I'm gonna tell you guys about the time I lost my virginity. There's one person's name I'm not gonna mention, and that's the lady. We're gonna refer to her as H in the story. We're gonna call her H. But the one motherfucker that I am gonna mention in this story is my damn cousin Preston, because it was his goddamn idea. So, let's get into it. It was my middle school years. I was 12 going on 13, and H was actually a year older than me. Maybe she got held back a year, maybe she started school late, whatever the case may be. And my older cousin, he's, I think 3 years or 4 years older than me. He's a bit older. He wasn't like an adult. It's not like he was, like he wasn't that much older. But let's get to the story. This Saturday, probably Friday going in. No, it was probably Saturday. It was a Saturday, and usually on the weekends around this time, me and my cousin Preston, he was a heavy influence to me. And usually on weekends, me and him are just out on shenanigans. But I truly admired Preston simply because his influence on me was like really strong, and I really wanted to just be like him. He was just a cool motherfucker. He was cool. He got pussy. He got money. Everybody had like a good amount of respect towards him. I just wanted to be like him. I really did. So I hung around him a lot. Him and my other cousin, but he's not in the story. On the weekend, this weekend specifically, my mom had to go to work early. So what happened was, it was like towards the afternoon time. My cousin, he popped up on me. We started shooting ball. Now at this time, I actually am living in Alabama. So no, it's like country. It's like real country. And in the driveway, our driveway, my mom's driveway, we have a basketball goal. So, sometimes we'll just shoot around or whatnot, whatever case may be. And on this day specifically, the lady, like I said, we're going to refer to her as H. H was up the street. Me and her in the same grade. Like I said, she's just a year older than me, well, whatever case was. And this day specifically, she was visiting relatives that was up the street. And she's actually pretty good at basketball. Like, I think she probably was on the girls' team, maybe not. I don't know. Like, it's a blur. It truly is. I couldn't even remember if I was on the goddamn team, but that's beside the point. This day specifically, like, we cool and whatnot. Like, I see her in school, I speak, she speak, we keep moving. But they came down, like, not they, her specifically, she came down to go shoot ball. Like, come shoot ball with us. I watch Preston a lot, like a whole lot. And I know he gets a certain look in his eye when he's actually considering, trying to fuck something. You know what I'm saying? So when I noticed the look on his eye, I was like, oh shit, he wants the pussy. So anyway, we shooting ball one night. We playing 21. Everybody know how to play 21. You know what I'm saying? I won a game. She won like maybe 2. I don't think he actually won that day. I don't know. Maybe that day specifically, because he's actually pretty athletic. But anyway, so somehow we managed to, play the last game, and I decided to go inside the house. Like, I was finna get something to drink. I told everybody, like, y'all come in or whatever, and I'm getting something to drink. So we all inside the house, we chilling or whatnot, and he's sitting with her. So I'm like, yep, he's about to make a move. So while he actually, talking to her and whatnot, in my mind, I'm like, let's hypothetically say he does do this. Where the fuck is he gonna do it? But little did I know, all of us were gonna do it. Yep, you guessed it. My first time, me and my cousin ran a train on a girl. But we're not gonna discuss that. Like that's the horrible part. Anywho, going back to the story, we somehow managed to convince her to. Well, not me. It was really him doing more of the talking. At this age, like I'm 12, I don't know what pussy feels like. I probably see maybe 1 or 2 pornos, maybe 1 or 2, and shit. Like that was really it. Like I didn't really like have any experience. I mean, at that time I probably whacked off a few times, but I don't know what pussy feel like, you know. So I'm just there, you know, whatever. So going into it, during this time, my uncle Pookie was living with me and my mom. At this time, it was me, my mom, my younger sister Maya, and my uncle Pookie. Pookie was, because he's not now, was like one of the biggest drug dealers in Rondo. He was like one of the biggest, and I'm his nephew. So that entails all kinds of weed and all kinds of beer and all kinds of white girls that I never got to get in, but that's beside the point. But this day, he was out cold. He was literally just dead to the world. He didn't wake up till later that evening. By then, the deed was already done. But I think what happened was, like, we did have like a bit of a get together, because like this is around the time, I want to say, we had a game or something. Like we probably had like a game or like a football game or something, and you know, everybody in Roanoke knows, like on Friday nights, you know, a lot of people like to turn up. So a lot of people, you know, they drinking, they smoking. So he probably is still trying to sleep off what happened the night before, going back to us. So I don't know how Preston managed to convince her into it. I can't even necessarily recollect if I said too much, but at the same time, we managed to get her to, you know, come in and, you know, get ready to do this specifically. So in my mind, I'm nervous as shit. Like I said, I've never been in pussy. Never been pussy a day in my life at this point. So I'm like, damn, what do I do? The fuck am I supposed to do? Like, do I get condoms? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin had this well head. He cleverly and subtly snuck a condom, like, to me. Like, to, you know, like, hey, like, you need to use this. So I'm like, okay, go, I be smooth about it. So, after, like, some semi-flirtatious type shit that took place, we all somehow managed to decide that I was gonna go first. So I'm like, fuck, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. So I'm like, okay, I've had boners before. Like, this was around the time when, this is gonna sound so weird, but it's like that Eddie Murphy bit, where you get like random boners, your dick just pop up out of nowhere, like, hey, what's going on in here? I was like that, not at school, but like, you get the point. So I knew I can get boners. So what happened was, like, you know, it's not that I was attracted to her, but at this point, I'm a horny 12-year-old boy who's about to dive in. So I'm ready to go. Kinda, sorta, not really, but moving on. So first thing then there's a guy like that J. Cole song. It's like you hope your shit's big enough to fuck with. So as we begin to, you know what I'm saying, get ready to do the deed, Preston stepped out. He's like, you know, I got this, you know what I'm saying, I'll wait my turn, you know, whoop the whoop. So what happened was, I dropped my shit, I put a condom on, and she looked at it for a couple of seconds. She seemed cool with it, so I was like, okay, cool. I guess my shit's, you know, big enough, whatever. Like, keep in mind, I'm not where I'm at now. Like, this is 15 years ago. I'm 27 now. So as the acts began to proceed, you know, she dropped her shit, you know. Yeah, here's the part I forgot to mention. We couldn't do it in the living room. We couldn't do it in my sister's room. We did it in my mom's room. My mom might kill me for this, but that's beside the point. So we in my mom's room. God damn. It's what it is. This My. So we about to get to it. We about to get to it. She takes her clothes off. Well, really more like drops her shit to her ankles. Like, she was like real tomboyish. So, that was the thing. It's what this is. Shit. How'd it go? Okay. So she bent over on the bed. I've seen enough porn to know where the pussy is. So, like, about to do my thing. Got condom on. I get behind her, grab her hips and found the hole. So this is the part where this is the sad part. Okay, so for the first 2 minutes, I'm in it, but I did nothing. At that moment, I realized I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, I got the whole thing in it. The whole thing in it. I just let it sit there. Like, I'm sitting there like, is she supposed to be making noises? She's supposed to do something, like, what am I supposed to do here? So I'm like, okay, try doing some strokes. So I'm slowly in and out, trying to work this thing out. I can hear her breathing. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm getting somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, shit, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So slowly, surely, just trying to work a stroke. And then this one time during the whole it was like 10 minutes long. During the whole 10 minutes, I went like balls deep in it one time, and I saw her jerk. I was like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do that. And with that bit, like, with that little statement, you already knew I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, now that I know, like, I'm supposed to drill her shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. So unfortunately, that's not what happened. So I didn't drill her shit. So I just went back, in and out. About 10 minutes in, I was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I felt like I was at the V Club, I did it. And it wasn't necessarily her. Like, clearly it was me. Like, you could tell I was a fucking virgin. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I really didn't. So, she was cool. She didn't necessarily, like, bash me or anything. She didn't knock me. She didn't, like, be funny or rude about it or whatever the case was. She was pretty cool about it. In my mind, I'm thinking Preston is on the other side of this door laughing his ass off at me. And I never got the chance to actually ask him about it. But about 10 minutes in, I was done with it. So after that, it's Preston's turn. So I adjust myself, walk out the room. I went to the bathroom to, wash myself off. Preston wasted no time. He is in here killing her shit. Like, he's killing this motherfucker. I'm like, bro, you gonna wake my uncle up. Because Uncle passed out in my room. Nope. Uncle slept through the entire, the whole couple minutes of it. They ended up stopping because his condom broke. So I'm like, oh, shit. So that's the thing. I felt sorry for her. He was in there hurting her. Like, I'm shocked that my uncle didn't wake up from it. I'm shocked my uncle didn't wake up from the smell. Like, it wasn't like, no, it's not like she stunk or anything, but everybody knows, sex has a certain smell. And me walking down the hall to the bathroom right by my room where he's passed out at, linger of moisturized vagina. Shit, like, spade's a spade. What it is. So, after that, I wasn't a virgin no more. Like, that's how it went. My first time, me and my cousin took turns with this one lady. H&M. Like the store. But, yeah. That was 15 years ago. Forgive my distraction. Like, someone had a really bad car crash over here. Like, that's pretty bad. But yeah, that's pretty much how I dropped out the V Club. Now, after that, it gave me the opportunity to just look at myself. And the first thing I thought of, I should probably watch more porn. So I started watching like a shit ton of porn. That was really where I got like real big into porn. So I started, watching it, I guess for, this sounds so stupid. I started watching it for pointers as to what I should be doing. If I'm doing this right, she's gonna act like this. Like, keep in mind, this is where I'm thinking at 12 years old. That's 15 years ago. I will hurt a bitch in bed, but that's beside the point. So, to sum it up, I don't want to say it sucked, but if it did suck, it didn't suck because of her. It sucked because of me. And yeah, that's basically it. I had horrible influences growing up. Horrible. Preston is a good bit of the reason why I'm the way I am now. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, I'm a lot smarter now. I've gotten older. Not everybody finna see the stick any goddamn way. So it is what it is. Thank y'all for the time. I thought about sharing this story. I got a bunch more stories, actually. I thought about sharing this story because I kind of mentioned that I got stories to tell. So I figured, shit, now's a good time as any to actually dive into one of them. What better way to start than the time I actually semi became a man? I mean, I didn't even nut in 10 minutes. Like, seriously. And it's not her. It's not like she had bad pussy or anything. Like, I'd imagine at 12 years old, any pussy probably was good pussy to me. I mean, it didn't stink or anything, so... I mean, it had walls too, so I mean, shit. Didn't like it didn't have no tread on it. Till Preston got done with it. King Jack out.